tiny tornado.
It's adorable.
A strawweight ranking on the line. Safe to say this Sharknado will be more highly rated than the 2013 classic.
Reference, look at that.
Tara Reid, who could forget?
A lot of people put a lot of effort into that film, Brendan.
Here we go.
Wow.
Ricci in the black, Pennington is in the red.
So, Pennington says that Tabatcha Ricci doesn't do anything particularly well. Her words, not mine. Pennington coming into this one, oozing confidence. Of course, she's been away for a little while. Gave birth to a daughter, Aaliyah. But she's really looking at this as her, not her final charge towards a potential belt, but, you know, reinvigorated, some time away. And it's now or never in her mind.
Well, seeing what Raquel was able to do at that stage in her career has really inspired her to know that, you know, in the world of mixed martial arts, particularly women's mixed martial arts, you just never know. And she could easily make another run in this division.
I mean, you look at Pennington, I mean, she's been in there with all the best fighters in this division. So she's been at the top of the food chain. She knows what that feels like. And as we know, they call her the Tornado for a reason. She's very fast.
I mean, she had a 5-fight stretch where she fought Waterson, Andrade, Jędrzejczyk, Zhang Weili, and Marina Rodriguez in succession. She is right there. Wants her spot back in the rankings.
That's an absolute murderer's row of strawweight.
That's nice from Ricci, though.
Ricci doing a really good job with the geography in this fight so far. She said in that Lupi Godinez fight, she didn't take the center of the octagon nearly enough. She didn't press forward nearly enough, and that's a big thing that she took away from that that upset, or excuse me, not the upset, but the misstep, I guess you could say, against Lupi Godinez.
Yeah, she has to try and close the distance, because otherwise, TJ Pennington is going to dance around all night. She's going to get in and out. She's going to use those nasty side kicks that she has.
UFC International Fight Week is back June 24th through June 30th, featuring UFC Hall of Fame, UFC X, the immersive 2-day fan experience, and it all culminates with UFC 303 on June 29th. Visit UFCFightWeek.com for more information. 7 weeks from tonight is when Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler will lock horns in Las Vegas.
Pennington putting together some really long combinations here. When she blitzes in, she's coming in with 3, 4 strikes.
Yep.
Brief takedown attempt from Ricci unsuccessful as Pennington continues to string together the punches.
Yeah, Ricci said the game plan's kind of similar to what JJ Aldridge talked about in our first fight of the night. Push her up against the fence, get a hold of her, take her down, take away all that speed and natural, you know, kicking ability that she has. But it's not just kicking. We see tonight the hands are lightning fast. But you've got to be educated with your entries. That's a good counter right there from Ricci on the break.
Pennington had the energy that she was on a mission all during fight week, and she has followed through on that through the first 3+ minutes. And Ricci standing her ground and firing back. Oh, a nice right from Pennington.
Pennington really putting the numbers together. Very rarely is it one singular shot. I mean, she's throwing 3, 4, 5. And if one doesn't get through, sometimes 4 and 5 does.
She's already over 90 strikes attempted through the first 4.
She's had to develop that style because normally she is the much shorter fighter, even in this division. So she's got to put together numbers to be able to close distance. And for once, she's facing another fighter who's 5'1", and it's really paying off because she's landing a lot. Still just admiring that Sharknado reference you made.
No, thank you.
I'll tell you,
relived it in my brain.
The pace from both ladies as well. Absolutely furious.
Neither of them even really taking a deep breath either. I mean, this is a pace I think both of them can maintain.
And that was something Pennington was nervous about during her fight camp. The cardio to last 3 full rounds was really the last thing to come back, she said.
Yeah, well, I mean, she went through a massive body transformation, 9 months of pregnancy, gave birth. She's very open, said she put a lot of weight on when she started training. The cardio was really quite bad, but there's a takedown right at the end.
Round 2 coming up. The Hall of Famer Michael Bisping, Brendan Fitzgerald with you, Octagon side. Charlie Arnold, part of our broadcast crew as well, as is the veteran coach Dean Thomas. We've enjoyed ourselves through the week, and tonight as well, round 2 at strawweight between Tisha Pennington and Tabatcha Ricci.
So at the end of round 1, Ricci managed to, execute the game plan, take her down, get on top, and she actually landed in a good position as well. So that's going to give her a lot of confidence. Of course, it was right at the end of the round, so she couldn't capitalize. But that is exactly what she's going to try and do here. In the corner of Pennington, they swear blind that Ricci is exhausted. I don't really see that myself. I think they're just trying to, give positive vibes in the corner.
Yeah, I agree. I think Ricci looks pretty fresh. Maybe not quite as fresh as Tisha Pennington does, but I wouldn't say she's gassed by any stretch of the imagination.
That's a nice Superman punch.
As determined as ever. Yep. And this is where Ricci wants this fight, but Pennington's so good at framing here, cross-facing. We'll see if Ricci can actually capitalize this, get Pennington to the mat.
She did land that takedown in just the final seconds, but she didn't really commit to the first few takedown attempts in the first round. She certainly is committing to this one more.
I mean, the thing is, Tisha Pennington has spent very experienced at this, but Ricci's in deep, and she came very close a second ago.
Exactly. Pennington must be so strong with her back and her hips, because that was a perfect opportunity. Ricci had double unders, looked to throw her over hips. She just couldn't quite get there. Both these ladies are so muscled.
And again, very close. But Ricci is using a lot of energy here. She was pretty much down, but she posted on her right hand, so therefore she was able to find her feet and get back up.
Pennington's corner believed that Ricci was really tired after the first 5 minutes, but Ricci digging deep, showing a pretty good gas tank here, chasing this takedown for nearly 2.5 minutes now.
Yeah, she's trying to get a double leg there. Now she's thinking about the single. She's going to try and run the pipe, but with her head bent over like that, got to make it hard. But this is good for Ricci.
It is.
This is exactly what she wants. Nullify the offense from Pennington. Take away the natural ability, the potential advantages that she has. Again, she's in deep on this leg, but
she's going to try to suck it in if she can, get it close to her body.
But that's perfect defense, though, from Pennington. That's exactly what you want to do. Because Ricci is not in a powerful position. I thought she was going to rotate her there.
She's coming very close, like you said, Michael. She's just inches away from being able to get these down, but the defense of Pennington is holding up.
Yeah, there's just a few technical errors that she's making, but also it's good defense on the side of Pennington. But I tell you what, A for effort, because she is trying and using a lot of energy. And I always say, trying to get the takedown is a lot harder than defending it.
Especially against the fence.
Yeah, no, it is. You just lean against the fence and you just pummel with your arms, essentially.
Now this is where, if Ricci had a little bit of a judo base, she could have used that there, but Pennington's hips, really, really smart.
Yeah, and that's 4 minutes of effort for Ricci, and she's going to be a little fatigued now because of that. Pennington now has 40 seconds to do some damage and take the round. Look at Pennington, just straight at her.
She's so ferocious. I mean, like a pit bull.
Still charging forward. 20 seconds to go now in the round. Ricci trying to tie her up. Spinning attempt for Pennington. Ricci lands while in retreat.
That could have been another tornado run. I was waiting.
Third round coming up.
5 minutes, center.
You win the fight. And May 18th and 19th, available on UFC Fight Pass. Third and final round here between Tisha Pennington in red and Tabatcha Ricci in black. Round 2 was pretty much all Ricci control time, but she was unable to get the fight to the mat, and that's the interesting judging question,
Exactly.
right? Not much damage done by Ricci, but she really nullified Pennington's ability to do anything offensively.
She did. It's a tricky one because, of course, she stopped Ricci from trying to take her down, but they don't score defense as a success. So that's going to be a tricky round to score.
And nor do they really score control time in and of itself, right? You have to be landing shots when you have that control time. So it'll be interesting to see where that one goes.
It's all about damage. In that last 40 seconds, Pennington landed a few shots.
Yes.
So I'm glad I'm not a judge.
Attempted a trip. That's how Ricci got the fight to the mat in the final seconds of round 1. Pennington hit to that.
So Ricci's been successful, though, in her approach. Once again, she's got to push up against the fence. Tried a little hip throw a second ago there. Got to ride up against the fence. She's got the double underhook, so that's a really strong position. She could lower her arms down to the lower back, drag her in. She can take her right leg and throw her over the right leg to sit her down. That's a successful takedown. And now they're in a 50-50. Tisha's got the left underhook. The corner for Ricci was calling for knees. Soften up the legs when you're in the clinch. And there she goes.
That was a nice one right there, right to the breadbasket of Pennington. Not that there is a breadbasket on Pennington.
I'm starving.
I'm sorry, right to the washboard abs.
Right.
If there's any bread, I will take some.
3 minutes to go to decide this one as Ricci uses the same approach.
But this is much
round
better.
3 than round
Sorry,
2.
Brendan, I didn't mean to interrupt. The same approach, but she's being a little bit busier here. And I know it doesn't seem like much, but even these knees, the short shots, that really nice knee earlier, that will score in the judge's mind.
And if she joins these hands, which they're very close to doing so, they're just like a couple of inches away. You see the fingers reaching out to one another from the view that I have. They're right in front of me.
But Pennington doing such a good job of pushing on the head of Ricci. And like you said earlier,
are just touching.
Yes.
And now they're almost joined, and they are. And now she's probably going to go up for a ride. Great balance by Pennington, using that elevated leg on the fence. And the arm is a nightmare for Ricci. The hand that she's posting with. Ricci needs to take that right leg stepping in front of the leg that's posted and swing her over the top of that. And that's frustrating for Ricci. She's in deep.
And there's Pennington breaking free. 2 minutes to do some work of her own. Oh, a nice right hand from Ricci. Returned by Pennington.
There's a nice body kick from Ricci. And she's letting go with the hands proper here. And again with the right hand.
Pennington does such a good job of tucking her head as she weighs into distance.
It's a knee there.
That's the problem with doing that, exactly.
Pennington is so fast and quick and aggressive. I love watching her fight. But she does rush in a little bit and close the distance. Oh, that's nice.
A lot of urgency from both sides as we approach 60 seconds to go. Wonder if Ricci will try one last time to lock her up along the fence and kind of melt the clock away, and if that would be enough to sway the judges.
At this point here, swing for the fences, let the hands go.
Yeah, I agree. I think the volume of Pennington, she's got to do something big to be able to compensate for the number of shots that Pennington has landed thus far.
Just missed with that knee, straight in with the Superman punch. This is nothing but pure output from both ladies.
Pennington over 100 significant strikes landed in her return and reverses The aggression from Ricci there. Final 10 seconds.
Nice. Beautiful Haraigoshi from Pennington there, but pops right back. A big
Right hand. I mean, this has been non-stop. Fair play to both ladies.
That they mirrored each other. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Ricci certainly known more for the grappling and Pennington the striking, but, 5'1" on each side and tiny and mighty, as Tisha said. All right, let's find out. The scorecard is in the hands of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Rob Francis scores the contest, 29-28, Pennington, 28, Ricci. And Brian Pacheco scores the contest, 29-28, for the winner by split decision, Tabatcha Baby Shark Ricci.
I'm here with the winner